So part of what keeps me going through this whole PS1 JRPG retrospective is that there's a common experience that I hear about from people who played these at the time they came out, and then, carried on to live in the times we do today that followed after them. That there was a point in your life where games was good, and then a time later where games was bad. No. There was a time in your life when you would enjoy whatever you had in reach, where you could make fun from noise for yourself. Then you grew up. You gained knowledge of good and bad. You learned noise. There's not the moment that games became bad. There's the moment that you became clever. Just enough to notice. Kill your nostalgia. Wherein previously...
At last, a gun.
Finally, a gun, as we encounter... Let's see, let me just remember... So yes, we met... We went to a major Ethos monastery, met Ethos monk, Gun Brother Bill there, who hunts monsters, and had explicitly spelled out at length that the Ethos are a puppet organization of space to, help monitor and direct the endless blood war among the surface folk. As, I sort of expected way back when we first learned about the Cyber Church. That's the sort of thing they're for.
The thing that controls all knowledge of the weapons that everyone uses to wage war is the one kind of helping keep that going.
War economy.
Shocked, honestly. Yeah.
But then what we further learned as an actual interesting step forward is that, well, one, we also had further confirmed that the church is looking for a specifically very important whatchamajig that's buried somewhere, and is a big deal. This lost city full of powerful gizmos, and that the church leadership was actually planning to use whatever they found there to stop listening to what space tells them to do and go rogue. So as of where we left off, the Solarians had sent a fleet to attack the salvage fleet that is working for the church to go dig up the lost city, and we were about to intervene. Hey Bill, it's your dad.
I'm going to assume that the hidden treasure is also going to contain the Fatima giant, or whatever it was.
Maybe, depending on how well they feel like consolidating or further fragmenting plot threads. So chronology of incidents. 10,000 years ago, man arrives on this planet. Presumed moment of bio-noodle incident when science ran amok and expelled humans from paradise.
Oh, that person at the very start of the game is
the ship captain. Yes, that's your garden story, but with a spaceship and space tentacles, and someone picked up the phone. And so things settle out. There are humans living on the surface and humans living in the remaining, flying cities and so forth. And for approximately 9,500 years, some manner of order of things sorts out, but then 500 years ago, big fuck-off war erupts where the surface folk try to take out the space folk. And the space folk retaliate heavily, decimate surface population, and then take careful efforts to destroy surface history and further occlude their nature from the surface folk so that they don't try this again. And so that's when, say, Ethos gets founded, to start monitoring surface folk and carefully regulating the salvage of old technologies. And that would coincide with the legend we know from Bart of how the Fatima family was founded. Of there were some kind of big war for which it was necessary to sign a blood pact and release the giants, which were then locked away. And I feel like it's been mentioned, I might be like constructing the link instead, that was also a 500-year ago thing. Anyway, let's go save our good friend the captain. Let's wonder where on the world map the salvage fleet wound up. Also, apologies to the viewers that there's going to be a fair amount of fan noises on the track, as this broadcast is occurring during the annual incident known as summer. Well, things seem quite quiet for a place that is under attack by a giant zombie army. Did they just get over it while we were away? The entire airstrike was a fake-out. Of course he's fine, he's the captain. He used the big gun. Hey Doc, since you came by, have you picked a fight with a sky orb? Do you know any menacing orbs? Do know.
So we went to the Thames just to learn
to be told to go somewhere else.
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
This action scene was cancelled. Please carry on. Alright, good. There's some sand I can beach on. I think we're in the right place. These giant wizards.
Giant robot wizards with a floating chalice just orbiting their body. Huh.
Yeah, of the various fragments of other games that exist here in Xenogears, I think cyber monks versus giant zombies, that's at the forefront of ones I would rather see as a standalone product.
Ah. The power.
Niang is turning into a pretty good element of the vagueness. Because the thing about, like, really vague, opaque mystery plots where there's all kinds of unknown things lurking around is they can easily become very obnoxious. But handled just right, they can be not that.
They can be teasing in like a good way, where you're kept along at just the right pace of figuring things out.
What a background!
Whoa. That's pretty good. It's a little low res, but I like it.
Be careful, Doc. We only have 84 more full heals before we have to head back to the corner store and buy more full heals.
Hold on a second.
I'm getting a bit of an alpha build vibe from this dungeon.
That's true, but hold on a second.
It's being a little alleviated by these happy dancing leg sharks.
These are chicken sharks. These are chicken hammerheads right here. Oh boy.
Nature really is beautiful.
Zeboim backwards is Miabez.
Is that a thing?
Of course. Miabez. Everyone knows about Miabez.
Ask your doctor if Miabez is right for you.
Warning, Miabez's side effects include heart failure, liver failure, kidney failure, spine failure, and ass failure.
Failure. Just failure in general.
Do not take Miabez if you covet the power.
So, I don't even remember where we ended last time. Like, Bishop Stone was a bad guy, so shockingly.
Bishop Stone was, in fact, Stein! Which has led me to the thought of I have a hypothesis regarding many of the weird emphasized words, or more in particular, regarding a bunch of phrases that show up in quotes. Which people in the audience are actually invited to confirm or deny if I'm in fact correct. What I think might be is if the original Japan script had a bunch of gratuitous German words in it that the translators then, like, machine translated out to the phrase that word is made of. I recall vaguely. There's your Xenogears.txt there.
Yeah.
There's the quote you could place from me on the box. I recall vaguely, ellipsis, and then that's it. That's the quote.
If my
that's the review.
Me correctly,
I recall vaguely 3 stars. Nice use of new move. Good play, Doc. Wow. Wow, you're just rapidly assembling to Ringo tier.
Wait, why is he taking... Wait, why is he taking
He's
so
not
much
wearing
damage?
pants, you know that.
Oh, come on. I thought we were over this.
The law is absolute. Hello, new fusion of woman and sea creature.
Ah, why are there so many of these down here? This is awful.
You know, mer people.
It absorbs punch.
Oh god. This eats your fist. Oh god, it's invincible. This is the end.
The ultimate life form. Unless
Heal?
it absorbs
Phobia.
gun. There is no hope.
There is no hope left.
We are
Called-
doomed.
It is called phobia.
It is called fear. The question of if I'm supposed to defeat this thing and how. On the other, I now have an open-ended way to farm punching X. Let's go. It did 1 damage.
Ultimate life form.
The ultimate life form. Okay, she has a move to set people to 1 health. And then an attack that does 1 damage. She's a new.
Ah, there it is. I
That's
knew
the
it.
idea.
Well, here we are. Against the invincible.
Okay, healing does damage. Up is down.
Game is just full of bad ideas.
It's full of ideas, which are a
That's-
blend
yeah,
of good, bad,
it's true.
and made worse by the lack of a coherent design to link them together. Yeah, I think it pretty well summarized my thoughts as well during previous session of this feels like 8 different projects stapled together.
Yep. We're currently on the Billy arc.
We are currently in the midst of a space western that's slowly sliding into a Lovecraft story, which may at some point double back around into sci-fi martial arts drama.
The main thing I'm interested in is the steadily increasing number of Master Ages.
It was G Gundam, and then it was regular Gundam, and we've been Trigun for a while. Any day now, we're gonna hit the dramatic reveal related to Tepid.
I hope not.
Yeah, me
We
too.
named it.
I know!
That has to mean something.
It absolutely does, but I want that day to go as far off as possible.
It is
I want
inevitable.
that day to never come.
Whoa! Hold on. I need to reverse engineer
Hmm.
that. How many incidents was that ago?
Alright, that is 34,999,999 hours.
Yeah, okay, that was 3,995 years ago. That was 8 incidents ago.
Yeah. So this happened slightly after the first incident.
Just an hour after the first incident. Nano contamination.
That
Since that incident, 2 to the 68
Can't be
years
right.
ago. Okay, so now we have to go back to the terminal. Push a button there. To then come back here and open that door. Gotta follow
That's-
procedures. Don't want to get nano-contaminated. Welcome to the paperwork dungeon. And we get the MSDS on berserker mode.
it just says don't.
Watch this 20-minute instructional video on seeking the power. Dost thou seek replacement cartridges for your respirator? There. After 10,000 years, we have cancelled that alarm. After 10,000 years, the prophecy fulfilled and the snooze button is depressed. Your blood. My blood. Blood's blood.
Blood's blood.
Blood, blood, blood. We don't know what could happen if we read the data.
Ellie, no. There's too much data.
This is scrolling unreasonably fast. We can't read any of this. Oh boy, mystery tube. Oh boy, ultimate life form. Got ourselves a nice, fresh, jarred, perfect being.
Better crack that open and take
Good day, sir. Are you nanomachines? Do you covet or embody the power? Are you acquainted with either of the Dark Mother, the Light Mother, the Cyber Mother, the Nano Mother, or just the regular Mother? Sure, Doc. Sure, that's definitely within your field of knowledge. You can tell just by looking at it. Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah.
In case you did any further, the role of Doc in the story is he is the writer, placing himself on the stage to tell you what things are as they occur. Authoritatively, he's just there to declare things to be fact, and desperately struggle to weave all of the disconnected plot threads together. Yep. Hello, Stein. Hello, Stein. Meet the nano child. What if Stone isn't Stein, and Stein is not Stone? Two sides of the same rock.
Look, there are 6 different kinds of rock. You've got stone, stein, medium, igneous, edible, and pressure cooker.
Stone, Stein, Sten, Stan, Ston,
Stall, and Rourke.
Hey, cameraman, we're still having a scene down here. Where are you going? Camera one. Camera one. Right there, we just let that man walk away with the nano baby. Walk past Bill, who has a gun, with the nano baby, completely unscathed. And who are these jokers? Helone and Seraphita. Let's just spend a moment here.
I'd rather you didn't. Also, it feels really weird for the game to introduce 2 joke characters 30 hours in.
Look at this animation. Look at you, just having a time over here. Oh boy, here I go kill it again.
Well, you gotta give it to them. They definitely put the work in on that.
I could definitely, like, there's a bunch of the script that is unfolding in this scene is stuff that I could see being done well after, like, a second, third pass of people aware of language and writing, and wow, the moves!
Hey, welcome to a fight now, alright? Remember the game? The game?
Okay, one down.
Okay.
One compressed...
Just gonna take a crouch break here.
Meanwhile, thousands of miles away...
Deep under the ocean.
Deep within the human soul.
Oh, by the way... God, we really haven't seen Faye in a while, have we?
We kind of left Faye to just rot on a bed.
Did we accidentally put his soul in the Cyberchild?
That would be dumb. That's not where that goes.
The incident.
The incident.
At last, we get to see an incident in action that we didn't cause. Maybe. Maybe we didn't cause. That might just be part of Faye's past he doesn't remember. Maybe he was a powerful scientist as well. As an artist and martial artist.
See, this is the 8th Faefong one. We are currently on the 14th Faefong one.
Oh. Oh no.
So this is tentatively answering questions and filling gaps, maybe, depending on the follow-up. This is kind of pre-answering, because, like, the cyber baby resembles the creature which inflicted the incident on Ramses 20 years ago, the one that punched robots in half, which he believes is associated with the berserker state.
Oh, you think it's related to that?
And now we know that something to do with Faye's forgotten mysterious past involved a lab like this one, or perhaps this very same lab, and the assembling of a different tube creature, which could very well have then proceeded to be the one in the field that incidented Rasmus, Rasonimus,
Razzmatazz.
Razman, Masmo, the notorious RAM. So Faye's dad, or maybe uncle, or maybe himself in an older body, woke the cyber child, and that was the third incident inflicted upon, General Ramses. So as a consequence of this plot being, 27 different anime stapled together, that means that Faye's dad is probably in a superposition of like 200 different archetypical anime dads. He is wandering kung fu warrior dad, and also aloof amoral science dad, and then who knows how many other dads. Yes, now we're back to the bridge. Question mark? Buh?
The mysteries.
Oh, what's up, Berserker bot?
Hi.
Botzerker? Howdy. Just straight into Seraph mode already, and hello!
Oh, it's 9-ball Seraph.
Yeah.
That explains that. Wait, but hold on, that doesn't look at fucking all like Faye. What?
So, Seraph bot might not actually be Berserker Weltall?
That's
Unless this
weird,
is the
though.
Berserker equivalent of Faye. We've never watched Faye while he was in Berserker state. Maybe
Yeah,
he
but how does he-
transforms.
How does he transform into a completely different person?
How does Weltall become that? Doesn't even have its, like, shoulder pods.
Veltal is secretly just the Transformer. I can understand that. Robots
Well,
can
maybe
look like
Faye
that
is as
fucking
well.
lot.
He could be full of nanomachines.
Guys,
Shit,
Just
right.
anger.
guys, it's okay. It's not worth it. It's only Xenogears.
Further, Xenogears.text. Berserker man whose name is id.
That's really on the nose, y'all.
I don't get it.
Do you think the ellipses there are just a new form of emphasis for it, though? Like, do you think those are supposed to be there to end the sentence, which is incorrect because there should be a fourth dot if it ends the sentence?
Now we fight!
Okay.
I remember all this feeling kind of out of nowhere. It was pretty.
Ooh, Id, your face is a little bit squashed, my dude. You don't really have a neck.
He has some moves.
You call that power?
Left on the fence as to am I actually... Like, they've had him throw sensible numbers. What if there's a victory condition here?
Maybe this is the one you're finally supposed to win the fight. We've seen this dude before, right?
Yeah,
was
this
in a
is
flashback.
Incident, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the same guy.
This
His
is the
face
guy
also
who beat
looked
up
pretty
Rasmus
squished in
20
there.
years ago. I think he's just taking it easy.
Yeah, that's also very possible.
Okay, we are expected to defeat him by some measure of defeat. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, given that we are encountering an incident-level entity, I will open the seal, invoke the forbidden words. I love how abruptly Seraph Zerker just drops in.
Yep.
Whoops, I'm there
It's just
now.
like 3 frames of whoop. What's gonna be rough here is that he seems to be getting an action for each of ours. He is obscenely fast.
He also seems to be really dodgy. Like, he's dodging more than almost any other enemy that we've seen so far. What we're doing here is providing with you an experience. Whether or not you define it as a game is kind of up to you. Personally, we wouldn't.
I really wanted it to be, because I spent so much damn time getting through
You
it.
paid for a game, but what you're getting is an incident of your own.
I distinctly remember this game being, like, considered a cult classic of the PSX era. Like, this was not, like, one that a lot of people actually ended up playing or buying, but one that a lot of people thought highly of anyway.
It was hard to find, too.
I would assert that those two facts are very closely related.
Yes, I
Yeah.
know.
Much like this boss fight, which has stopped now. It's over. Good job.
Okay, you won. Good job.
Good job.
30,000 experience from that.
Ah, man, that's like... that's an appreciable fraction of the total amount that we've gotten up to this point.
That's a lot of experience. We were getting
That's
like
number one.
4,000 to 6,000.
That is definitely number one.
So of all people in our team, why is Bill the one challenging the Berserker and we have a new challenger? Yeah, why is Bill stepping up to challenge Id rather than anyone who has seen or heard of Id before?
Is that?
Just because
That's
Bill knows what has to be done. Is that... I think that's... random.
It's Wiseman.
No.
Wiseman has a robot. Wiseman, you touched the stove.
So.
Too late. It's already
Oh
orb.
no.
Oh no!
The orb.
Sky Orb!
Oh wait, we knew the sky orb was here. That's Stone's
Yes,
orb.
that's why we got here. I'm glad you asked, Bill.
Goodbye!
By the way, what in the world is Krelian? I had to use the restroom at some point, and this is where it just keeps...
I don't
popping up.
remember who Krelian is.
That's a good question.
Is it
and
a person?
It's a character, but
Who
I don't
or
think
what
we've seen too
Krelian
much of him.
is.
What is a nano machine anyway?
We're just dwelling on this moment of, okay, 1, how bad is it that they got the child? 2, what the fuck is the nano child?
Dog is having to reveal more and more exposition as we get further into this.
He's
Dog,
the writer.
I think-
He's the avatar of the script. There is precisely one room in which to place an additional friend and their robot.
I don't want Tepid to have a robot. I don't think Tepid deserves a robot.
One space unfulfilled. The prophecy. Okay, Faye has also vanished from the infirmary and is wandering the ship. We must seek out an incident.
Hello, it is me, your friend and companion. Faye?
Yep,
What was
it's
my
me,
name again?
definitely the same soul within this vessel, not newly bequeathed any new external licenses.
I definitely did not give my soul to, or have my soul replaced with a nanomachine bot colony.
I did not
Whatever.
trade any metaphysical components with external nano entities during
Not-
this or a prior bio incident.
Not at all. You don't have to check in my brain. Let's go to the Colossal Pillar of Wasp Eggs. Do not bring weapons.
Hell yes! Finally, back to Team Bill and friends.
There is no
Phil
fucking
and
way
accessories.
There's no way at all that Shitana's 29. What the hell? Man who has done everything and knows everything is definitely not 29. What the hell?
Man who is classmate to other man who is worn out middle-aged dad of Bill, who is teen.
They said he was their senior, though.
The math does not add up.
Interesting. So you're relegated to Bart for this fight by default.
Unless you really want to sub in, Brad. If you are someone who... Hello.
Who?
Hello.
7 who?
Hello.
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 Hello. What?
Hello.
What happened to your face?
Oh.
Where's your face?
Oh. There's a name.
I think we've seen Gazelle before.
Sounds like he wants power! Yo, buddy, have you heard the news about the power?
It's time! Let's combine all these plots.
Graf drops in upside down.
Why is all the effort into this stuff? Still haven't addressed his face.
Despite my name, I in fact seek others who seek power. Graf, facilitator of seekers of power. Graf and the power seekers. Graf seeks you power.
His robot's face having eyes, like actual ass eyes.
I seek power on behalf of others. I'm a power he does have pupils on his robot eyes.
Yeah, he's got cat eyes, it looks like.
Bring me your used dreams. I give you power.
Kirakui. Jakuten wadai.
I don't know, I already got power.
Did he say doth thou?
Yes,
I think
that's
he said doth thou.
Yeah, when he's in contract mode.
Also, this is the first person to go, yeah, I think I'm good on power, thanks.
I got a giant robot. I have no skin. I think I'm good for power.
Okay.
You think
so
you have power?
really-
Wrong! You have lies. I have power.
So yeah, I think Stone's body is artificial.
Every time Graf shows up, I just get a giant grin on my face.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's intended.
The show he is from is also high up on the list of things you want to see separately. Because you can already see it's G Gundam. He's arriving straight out of G Gundam and hamming it up gloriously. He is acting as a frontline salesman on behalf of a nefarious demonic entity composed of nanobots that infuses other robot pilots with dark powers from beyond the abyss. Yeah. He's doing the move.
Straight up giving them D-cells. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Here we go. He's doing it. He's doing it.
Doing the moves.
He's done this every time. He's got the god hand.
Okay, I hadn't noticed that. I was about to say, oh, he's also just gonna fucking shining finger right now, huh?
Yep, this is the formalities. This is the ritual. On behalf of the Mother of Destruction.
So, let's see. Vandercom was the last person we saw. Oh, God,
yes, Vandercom formally purchased the power. We're here now. Hello.
Oh, the fight happens immediately.
We just watched that. Occurs the frame after receipt of the power. Just here we are.
Cramped
You were just right there.
Can we fight on a bigger boat, maybe?
Just here we are, just standing. Yeah. Okay. Let's boost. We can tell the Yggdrasil to bombard our enemy while we are standing on top of the Yggdrasil. Okay, it's blocking damage at the moment.
Wow, Billy's robot has a lot of health.
Mm-hmm.
Just noticed that now.
Yep, nullifying damage completely, both physical and metaphysical. Let's just probe him lightly. Build up some attack level for whenever we might get an opportunity to swing.
Archangel.
Part of the gimmick of the fight was perhaps that this is not a fight.
Well, he's got the power.
He has received the power. A shield of pure emotion.
A shield of bad feels. Good.
Somehow turned anger into barrier. Figured that out. 10 hours ago.
Wait, Billy didn't know that?
Billy had not yet connected the dots. He is slow on the uptake regarding these subjects.
One of those times where you just assume your character is not an idiot. But alright, fine.
Ah, you fool! Zombies are people who have been corrupted by an external evil and turned into monsters, just like zombies. Wait, that's actually the same thing, just with science instead of magic.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense because zombies were people to start with too, right?
Yeah, that.
Like
oh no, these zombies were people twisted into misshapen forms by an evil wizard. What a shocking revelation! Wow, nothing gets past you, Stone! The undead were once alive! What? What?
So narcissistic you had to get rid of your skin because you loved it too much.
He had to rip it off so he could hang it on the wall and look at it. Mirrors weren't good enough.
As in the really long revolver? What?
Look, they built some really dumb things in space. There's no one to tell them no.
The pilot rides the bullet? What?
It's a piloted bullet. You must wield your father, who is also a gun,
They're gonna
to defeat Bishop Skullman and avenge your mother.
He's apothesized into his most perfect form. He is a gun.
I hope someone's looking after mysterious albino wizard sister.
Oh, yeah.
And the rest of the
He's at the
orphans, by
orphanage.
extension.
The
He was on
orphanage-
orphan
it seems
guard
like-
duty while we fight the power.
Wasn't Stone the owner of the orphanage?
I guess so, yeah, that could be a thing. It feels like those kids could take care of themselves. They probably all have guns and shit.
Oh, well, they're all definitely learning how to use guns, for certain.
Yeah, they can run a hangar, a robot hangar. They
Having
probably,
received a
like,
proper
maintain that
etheric
thing.
upbringing as a proper dad. Yeah, look, everything he told you was a lie, but the fact that you believe it is a completely distinct idea. That just means you made your own faith for yourself. I taught you guns to be used for good, not evil. Xenogears.
People kill people. Now put me into that bullet and kill that guy.
See, that's what you've been doing wrong. With a mere gun, you can never defeat your enemy. You need a man! Life must take life.
Ape has killed ape, and ape will kill again.
Gun will shoot gun. Wait, hang on. Gun
To
will
defeat
shoot
gun,
man.
you must become gun!
Who is driving gun? Man is driving gun.
It is the gun that fires the people! Look, my son, before I give my life to save you and avenge your mother, I need you to understand that the tax rate we place on the top 1% of our society unfairly shackles the potential of our economy to thrive and prosper. We need less regulation or like, Dad, no, Dad, stop. Dad, I'm trying to, not in front of my friends, Dad, no.
Well, I don't think Xenogears is gonna top this.
Son, we need to have a talk about the international banking community. Dad, no! No!
Stop! Not
Stop
right
it!
now.
The
Right
Kaiser still has yet to
now.
present his full birth certificate. Dad, shut the hell up! You get back in the gun!
Oh my god.
Welcome back to
Are you-
Xenogears.
Oh my god, you just
Right.
walked into this? Oh my god, no.
We had to shoot our dad out of a gun.
Right, the giant robot. Power bot. Yep. We're gonna deal with that.
We haven't seen that robot in a while. It's been a few minutes. Oh, right, this view.
And a challenger. Oh, wait, no. Okay, so this is Gunbot.
Okay.
He transforms into a gigantic shoulder-mounted revolver that fires himself at it.
Yeah, really.
Well, the barrier's down. Let's start the actual boss fight.
Alright,
Everybody
fight.
boost up.
Fight now.
Oh my
Cool, here we go.
Billy just leaves off and just
15
going.
minutes
Oh
later,
my
welcome
God.
to Xenogears.
Bill, you killed your father. Moving on. Avenge your father by punching this robot in the dick. And he had a revenge attack.
Oh, hey, there's the child. She's here.
You built that Doc. Doc.
Seriously?
In retrospect, building the suicide cannon was
Kind of
a bit
dumb
far to
idea.
take a dare. Bill, no, it is more its than you understand are Doc's fault. He would have wanted it this way. This was his dream.
To be shot out of a gun.
He's fine. He's fine.
You think I just fucking killed myself? Come on.
I
Jesus.
modified the suicide machine into a non-suicide machine. I still launched myself out of a cannon into the enemy, but I fixed it. Yeah, Faye, you slept through a lot of things. You may have to... You have a lot of notes to review. Yeah, this seems right.
Yeah.
This seems like the crew. We have a punchman and a cleric, and we're back to the orb. We are back. Welcome back to orb.
The orb. My favorite part of every stream.
The orb. Alright, this is Krellian.
Yes, thank you.
Also, this is the first instance we have of someone visiting the orb.
Yeah.
They've previously
The
been,
orb.
like, spoken to via screens and remote access of some sort, but now Krellian might actually be standing in a physical space wherein this orb is suspended. The Soul 9000.
That's the name of the machine. They are data.
Mighty Sun Orb.
Is it time to upgrade the machines?
Time to upgrade the machines. Okay, the door just opens now. No particular reason. Welcome to Babel. It's time for platforming. Platforming, but with random encounters. With stop signs.
A disgustingly insistent encounter table. How many of these things have you fought? Walking like 5 meters?
Gonna fight them all.
Why is the giant robot fighting system so stupid in this game about giant robot fights?
Really, Robot Dungeon? Are we doing this?
Oh no.
Seriously?
I don't think it's as difficult as you think.
I'm sorry, robo chain climbing.
Never mind. You're dead.
Robo, fall in water, start again.
Oh god, it's taking you all the way back?
Fighting another caution sign every 2.5 steps. It's the same as every other Rasmus fight.
Dungeons in this game feel kind of uninspired. Like, I remember when I played them the first time, I was glad they were there because it was a change-up. But they're not typically good dungeons. Oh, good.
Oh my god, you're
Forget
kidding
about
me.
this.
It's not
Stop
just a
everything
climb up
and let
thing,
us
it's an
explain
actual-
rope. Now, do you think we can get random encounters while swinging from this rope?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I
It'd be
wouldn't
the-
either,
Oh god,
but...
that looks really far away too.
Time to
Yeah.
build momentum.
Here we go.
Forever.
Yep, this is the animation they're going with.
What?
That's how we measure stream delay. That means I get to use the rope again. I get to have re-explained to me how rope works. Alright. So, let me just... What? Yes. Hey, any other enemy? Robot wizards. Possessing powerful shapes. Try a few things around here, such as...
Press these buttons. No, press those buttons.
These buttons.
No, those buttons.
I had to get up here, this button.
So we need to load our robots onto the space trolley, and then climb up to the
human-sized controls.
Yeah, at the top of space trolley. There we go.
Next stop, the moon.
Well, that's wrong.
That looks pretty stopped to me.
Oh, hey, Rasmus. Regarding the previous incident, we have new information. You may have in fact misjudged the identity of your rival. Okay, third battle against Rasmus. Will this be exactly the same as the previous battles against Rasmus? Let's find out. Yep. Miang is still here, but not a target. It's the same fight again. We get to keep the dad cannon.
Yeah, of course you do. 500 fuel? That's not terrible. It's an ether attack.
God damn.
Dad, come here.
It really
16 damage. Ether is useless. That was a plot beat that was necessary to counteract the defensive capabilities of the Dread Power.
The sad
12
feeling.
damage. 8 damage. 2 damage. Yeah, they perhaps made a terrible mistake trying to pursue your rival directly into known docking point for the entire enemy city. The real trick is going to be when eventually Miang decides to stop not fighting and reveals that she knows like 10,000 secret techniques.
Oh.
Rasmus is a public face. Miang is secretly graphed here. Please get on the pipe so we can leave. Robots. Robots? Robots? It's a pleasant time with our friend Fuelboard.
Yeah, some dungeons will just have things that heal you. That's weird.
Why does the heal bot have a revenge attack? Welcome signpost, new friend. Yeah, visually this is a very interesting place. Pity about the rest. This feels like a placeholder asset. That some
orb.
other object was supposed to be an elevator here, but They just substituted in Orbot.
But yeah, anyway, she's sitting on top of that thing. She's not actually piloting it. What the hell?
Yep.
Got ourselves a giant robo situation. Well, if they're following through fully on the reference, it's the case that this is like an actual autonomous machine rather than a piloted vehicle, and the child is just along for the ride. They're an operator with a remote that then completely removes the point of having a remote by standing on top of the machine. Oh, you have a move? Here, let's exchange moves. I know a move.
Hey.
You like moves?
Her move wasn't really strong enough.
Try these numbers. You may have finally found an opponent against whom moves are okay. 20,000 experience.
I mean, the beef bot is a reasonable place for the wizard robo things to be of use.
Yep.
But it's already over, so...
So, as I was starting to say to the attendant there, I'd like to apply for citizenship. I believe, in fact, I may already be on record as I do not have much information regarding my mysterious past. However, I may have family on file. Meanwhile... Gervat possesses one of the animes. Maria Balthazar. Is your dad or maybe granddad a weird fossil hermit? Also, yeah, Bill, I hope you don't mind that we're just walking into the place that your order spent a long time teaching you was, in fact, hell. We're here now. Welcome to hell.
Yeah,
Face
doesn't
from
hell
hell.
look really nice?
Nice to meet you. Hell is a nice place. Look at this. This fine
city is
architecture,
pretty
this
cool.
iconography, all these nice decorative statues here. Let's head
Take
to
a
the
look
old
around
town. The old downtown part of the space station. My, this seems dangerous. You must get used to this very quickly or are removed from the population.
It's
welcome.
fine. They got railings. They're just, invisible force field railings.
The railings are in your mind.
Yeah, a psychological block placed on every visitor to the city, just to make it impossible to walk off the cliff.
Welcome to Skytown.
Finally here, in space.
Space gear. Space gears.
Yes.